Bravo 8, Victor Golf Echo. The name here is Mike, Mary India Kilo Echo, located in the northeast part of the state of Ohio. Go ahead.
Roger, Mike, in Ohio. And what radio are you running, sir?
Roger, Mike, in Ohio. And what radio are you running, sir?
Oh, it's a classic. DRAKE-TR4. It's all spread over across my workbench right now. I've had trouble with the box circuit in it for some strange reason, and I don't know if I quite got it right or not. So anyway, just how's the old girl sounding? I know a 1970s technology. Here's Whiskey Baker 8, Victor Golf Echo.
Roger, Mike. Now, are you running a box with that, or are you going direct?
Roger, Mike. Now, are you running a box with that, or are you going direct?
Oh, I'm just running a push to talk right now, and there's no amplifier. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Well, it sounds like you might be just a little tight on your loading. I would suggest backing off your loading about maybe 5 to 10%. It sounds just a little tight, Roger.
10%. It sounds just a little tight, Roger.
All right, well, how's that? I just cranked her down about a notch and a half, and I'm using a Shure 444D microphone, which is supposed to be a good match for the old Drake. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Now, do you have a flashing light for your modulation level?
Your modulation level?
Oh, heavens no. Basically, you adjust the mic gain until you get deflection on the plate current.
Oh, Roger. Well, then, why don't we just, if you've got just a moment, maybe we'll see where that tightness is coming from. If you were to back off your mic level about 10% and give me another shot, and let me listen to it that way. Roger.
Percent, and give me another shot, and let me listen to it that way. Roger.
Okay, well, we backed off a fairly good amount. It's probably, right now at the 9 o'clock position, I had it at basically 12 o'clock. And, yeah, this is kind of old technology. There's no ALC indicator on it. You basically just talk until you get some plate deflection on the plate current. Here's Whiskey Baker 8, Victor Golf Echo. And I need your call for my log.
Roger, call sign here is KC9VKV, Kilo, Charlie 9, Victor, Kilo, Victor. And when you backed off your mic level, the same distortion was there. So go ahead and put your mic back at whatever level it was before time. And again, it could be loading, and maybe you need to unload the other way than what you did. I'm assuming that you have a plate tune situation there?
I'm assuming that you have a plate tune situation there?
Yeah, the old Pi network. Right now, I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to crack the... That's probably too much. That's just about as low as I can get the mic gain and still produce a little bit of an RF signal. Yeah, it could just be the microphone too. A good Lord, this thing is probably 50 years old still.
Yes, sir. It's not the mic level that's the problem. It's like it's loaded out too far and it becomes nonlinear in the output stage. You know, when you load out too far, then you have nonlinearity on the output stage, and it sounds like that's what's happening. So, maybe back off the other way. There's two ways to back off. Try backing off the other way, and that would be cleaner probably.
Back off. Try backing off the other way. That would be cleaner probably.
All right, let me go into tune one, and I'll go ahead and drop the loading back. Hang on. That dropped the loading back just a little bit.
Give me a little chatter there and let me listen to you.
Give me a little chatter there and let me listen to you.
All righty. Well, like I said, this is an old classic. Got a whole room full of Drake. I went to put this on the shelf last night. I thought, well, see if it still transmits. Yeah, it did transmit. Back open it once again. Here's Whiskey Baker 8, Victor Golf Echo.
Roger, Mike. Well, you know, the thought you've got plate and load, and I would go for max out, and then I would back my load off one way and repeat plate and see what that did, and then I would go back to max out and go to load off on the other way and retune, and you know, one of them is going to be better than the other. You know.
Retune, and you know, one of them is going to be better than the other. You know.
Yeah, let me give that a try. On stand by.
I'm sitting right here with a TR4C that I haven't run in quite a while, but I used to run those just you know, once a week, just to keep it lit up occasionally.
You know, once a week, just to keep it lit up occasionally.
Jim, when you finish this station, I got my ST818 on now. NA3B.
Oh yeah.
WB8VGE. Oil sweet tooth. I'm loving that.
Oh yeah.
Good thing I got a fan on. Anyway, I loaded up, peaked the plate, dropped the load a little bit, repeaked the plate, dropped the load again, and I think that's about as good as we're going to get it right now. Here's Whiskey Baker 8, Victor Golf Echo.
Roger, Mike. Well, you know, Mr. Drake is probably up in heaven just biting his fingernails. But, you know, I understand, and, you know, the real challenge for that radio is when you take it up to 10 meters. And, you know, it's like you better bring your saddle because you're in for a heck of a ride, because that thing does tend to up and down, and you do have to play catch-up on the tune quite a bit on 10 meters. Roger?
You have to play catch-up on the tune quite a bit on 10 meters. Roger?
Yeah, that's probably not a band I'd even put this thing on. I've got a whole shack full of radios that, you know, run rings around this old girl. 15 meters would probably do an okay job, but I just don't believe I would go ahead and put this thing on 10 meters. I wonder what's wrong now.
Sounds like that same distortion, but you'll find it. I'm not exactly sure where it is, but it seems to be peak related. It does seem to be peak related, more than lower level modulation, but it just sounds to me like something nonlinear in your output stage, Roger.
Like something nonlinear in your output stage, Roger.
Roger, I might have a problem. Oh, I don't know. I feel like I've got an awful lot of movement along the meters. I'm kind of scratching my head while it's doing that. It could probably be the sideband filters. There's a filter for upper and lower sideband in this radio, as you might well know. It could very well be I've got a sideband filter that's a little bit out of whack and cutting off the top. Don't really know. I should probably hook the spectrum analyzer up and see if I can't tweak those filters and see where they're supposed to be.
Roger, Mike. Well, you know, most people wouldn't even notice that. They really wouldn't. But you know, it's there. But you know, like I say, it's not earth-shattering. It's nothing to, you know, that you would have to write home about. That is we say the grace of age, Roger.
We say the grace of age, Roger.
I know that. I don't know what you're running, but you sure sound good. There's a station that's breaking a little bit ago.
Yes, sir. Well, you know, this must be Friday the 13th because all the crazies are out this afternoon. Yes, matter of fact, it is Friday the 13th. And, probably has something to do also not only with the date, but the moon. It's like, howling at the moon for animals, but for, amateur radio operators that are QRMers, it's just too much of a temptation to try to restrain themselves, Roger.
To try to restrain themselves, Roger.
Oh, yeah, I think I've probably got one of the best dummy loads in the world as far as people want to tune into it. All right, well, I didn't catch the name. The name here is Mike, Mary India Kilo Echo. And I'm going to poke around this thing a little bit more. I'm thinking I might have a problem with the AGC. The S meter just bounces all over the place. I get no distortion in your strong signal, but the meter just goes from 5 to 20 over S9, just bounces back and forth. And it shouldn't do it. The AGC should hold that thing down steady, so I'll poke around with the AGC circuit, probably find I got a bad and or leaky cap there in that AGC line. Here's Whiskey Baker 8, Victor Golf Echo.
Roger, Mike. Now, do you have a separate power supply for that radio?
Roger, Mike. Now, do you have a separate power supply for that radio?
Oh, yeah, we got the AC4. Go ahead, break station.
This is a controlled net, Mike. I just wanted to suggest that you might run a nice clip ground or something between your two units, so you don't get in between them as you're working. There's nothing worse than 500 volts human fuse.
500 volts human fuse.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was controlled net. I'm sorry. Oh, yeah, that's we got a braided jumper between the power supply and the radio chassis. These old girls can get a little bit sparky at times. So anyway, I'll let you get back to the net, and I'm gonna go ahead and poke around a little bit more on this amplifier, this transceiver. Here's Whiskey Baker 8, Victor Golf Echo.
Roger, Mike 73, sir. Thanks for dropping by. And if you want to hear your radio, we are recording now live till 5. So if you go to YouTube and do a call letter search for KC9VKV, followed by the word logbook, will take you to this recording. It'll be cut number 1 in a series of 2,400 Qso-Vlog air check recordings, and I'll have it posted by noon tomorrow. So just YouTube search for KC9VKV logbook will bring up this recording. 73, sir. This is the Friday afternoon Qso-Vlog net. If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.
If you have a radio you want to check out, give me a shout.